What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today it is time to translate the rest of the Tanabata missions in terms of part 2. These were updated today along with the EZA Gohan event. If you missed that video, it's at the end of the video like always in the little box in the last 20 seconds. Also, if you missed the part 1 mission translations for all those first missions that we got way back in the beginning of July / the end of June, that will be at the end of the video. Also, a lot of people still ask me on Twitter, like, hey, how do you do this? And then what's all this and everything like that? Check out that video. I've got timestamps and everything. I list them out. I even do them by category, technically, based on the kanji and everything like that. It's all laid out perfectly, so you guys go ahead and check it out if you still need to get some of those missions, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into some other missions, because after all of these missions, with everything combined, they're giving us a total of 77 stones in general, not to mention a bunch of kais, a bunch of other things, orbs, tons of orbs coming at us. It's awesome. It's a great thing. It's a great time to be playing the game right now. So first, I'm going to go into the news itself and look at all the missions, because there's 2 kanji I need to show you guys. That's very, very important, not to base this off of color, but to base it on the kanji itself when you're looking at it. Then I'm going to go into the mission tab itself, because there are some extra details when it comes to some of the certain missions, just like with part 1, okay? So first off, obviously, we know EZA Gohan's here and all those summon banners and everything. So here it is. Tanabata Dokkan Fest missions, okay? So, as it says right here, there are a total of 77 stones that we can get from these missions. Now, it's not 77 from part 2 and then on top of whatever else they gave us beforehand. It's the part 1 and the part 2. Note the kanji for Mae and Ato. Mae means before and Ato means after, okay? So, basically, it's talking about first half and second half, okay? Pretty simple stuff right there. But basically, in total, we get a total of 77 stones from this, all these missions. Not to mention a bunch of other items, like I stated before, okay? Now, real quickly here, as you can see at the very top here, these missions right here, these first set of missions, you see the little touch indicators right there, these missions have been here since the end of June. I did a video on all those translations. It'll be at the end. You can check it out. But basically, those missions have not changed at all. If you have done those already, they have not renewed or anything. They are gone. You completed them once. You're all good, okay? So, assuming you have done that, you know, you'll see it here, but you're not going to see it in the mission tab, okay? The second part, oh, and by the way, this is where you see the kanji for Mae, okay? Mae Han, okay? So this second kanji, Han, means half, essentially. So first half and second half is what we're talking about here. Because a lot of these celebrations, you know, they do the part 1s and the part 2s, essentially. So Mae Han, so before half, essentially, is if you want to directly translate it, basically means part 1 of this huge celebration / missions and everything, okay? So all those are done. Again, keep an eye out for that kanji. Second is Ato. This is the kanji again for after, okay? Or, you know, it has a lot of other meanings like PM and everything like that. But nonetheless, that's what it is. And then Han again for half. So after half, or part 2, essentially, okay? These missions right here are a continuation of this particular section of the missions, okay? So, and again, I'll have the kanji and timestamps for all this, by the way, in the description as well, so you can go and check that out if you happen to get lost or you hear something and you need to rewind, okay? In terms of for part 2 of the third of these missions, I guess, or whatever it is, okay? Basically, part 2 of the missions to start off here is we have go into the Baba shop and spend some Baba points. Pretty simple stuff. Go into the Baba shop, buy something from the Baba shop, and you're good to go for the first one, okay? This one right here is to trade in something for Baba points. So for me personally, I had some medals that were overflowing from my gift box, so I simply went in, traded in some Roshi medals, and boom, I got some Baba points. That's basically all I had to do, okay? Third one and fourth one here are use 3 support items and use 7 support items. Very simple. It doesn't matter what event you go into. Obviously, going into something like EZA, you can't really do, and I think it also states that you can't go into the World Tournament, but the World Tournament's not here, so you know, it is what it is. So basically, go into events, you know, use 1 or 2 support items if you have to, go in again, use a third one to get this third one right here. It does not say that you have to do it all at once. It does not say you have to do it all in one event. Just simply go in to any events and over the course, use 3 items and use 7 items, okay? This is where you start to actually get 5 stones from using 7 support items. Pretty simple, okay? And then completing all the missions gets you those 7 extra stones right there. Pretty cool stuff, okay? So very simple first part right there of the second part of the missions, okay? Again, Now we're jumping into part 2 of the missions, which again, my Han, which means the first half, and now we're going down to the second half, okay? No, remember, don't note these on colors. The colors are dividing up the type of missions, whereas the kanji is dividing up when the first part was and when the second part was, okay? So right here, down below, so again, up here below or above, we've done these missions already, translated them and everything. Let's go into the second part. The second part here is to go and not use any support items in an event or stage 5 times in total and 10 times in total right here for these first 2, okay? Again, we're looking at the Atohan, which means the second half, okay? Then next is to not use any continues. Continue go kai o clear, okay? So don't use continue 5 times in the events or whatever, which is pretty simple, I guess. And then also 10 times, don't do that as well, and you'll get some 5 stones right there. Complete all of these missions right here, and you'll get an additional 7 stones. Lots of stones being handed out, guys. Not to mention you get the 30 stones from the EZA Gohan event, 2 stones a day from login. It's good time, right? You know, save it up, spend your stones, however you want to do it. I'm personally saving mine. I did use mine on the Kai banner, but that's basically it, so. Then the third part of the missions is right here. Again, we went over all of these before in the previous video, and then we have the Atohan, which is part 2, okay? For this one, on face value, looks really easy, but there is a catch to a couple of them, and that's what I'm going to show you over in the missions tab, okay? First off is clear level 5 or higher on the EZA events, okay? Gohan's EZA event, clear level 5 or higher, and you'll get this first mission right here, okay? Same thing for this one, level 10 or higher, level 15 or higher, pretty standard stuff. As long as you beat them, then you're good to go. And then complete all the missions to get 7 stones. And then complete every single mission. Every single one of these missions here, both part 1 and part 2, give you all of these beautiful orbs. I can't wait to get those, so. Okay, so there we go. There are all of the missions, okay? So there are all the missions right there that we have covered both in part 1 and in part 2. Now let's go over to the mission tab and check out some of them that have a little few extra details that they do not tell you in this mission right here, okay? Now I have completed a few of them just simply going through Gohan's EZA and just simply from playing the game, okay? So first one right here is one that you should recognize right here. This talks about the Z battle or the Extreme Z battle. So if I go into it, this one was talking about going into the EZA battle and beating level 20 or higher. Okay, so very simple stuff that we've already talked about. In fact, this mission was not in that set of missions. So this is an extra mission right here, okay? So there are going to be obviously some pure EZA missions that are not related to that Tanabata celebration events. These are just extra EZA missions right here, okay? So this one is beat levels 20, okay? Level 20 or higher, no problem, in 3 minutes at most, okay? So that is the key right there, and not looking at the top right here, it just simply says clear extreme EZA level. Doesn't mean that. You have to make sure you're level 20 or higher and beat it in under 3 minutes. 3 minutes at the max, under 3 minutes is preferable, and you will get these 2 stones right here. So let's go ahead and collect those, okay? Here's another EZA medal or EZA event again. This one here, okay, so again, this is a separate, not Tanabata celebration mission. This is just simply an EZA mission that came with the events, okay? This one is go into the EZA level 20 or higher. You see the level 20 right there, Ijo, which means higher, and bring a character from the Buu category, okay? So Majin Buu category, okay? And then bring a character into that level or higher. So basically go to the EZA level 20, have a Majin Buu category character with you, beat it, and you're good to go. There's no time. Yep, there's no time restriction. Take as long as you need to and beat it, okay? So we're gonna collect that 1 stone right there. This is getting into the Tanabata missions right here. This is beating level 15, so no pressure right there or anything like that. Just beat level 15 or higher. You'll be basically good to go, okay? This one is beating level 10. No time restriction on this one. We're safe to go. We covered that in the missions beforehand, okay? This one is beating level 10 or higher. Here we go. Here is one that is has a little bit of a time restriction, okay? You have to beat level 10 or higher, just like stated before, in 1 minute and 40 seconds or less, okay? That right there is the key. If you're beating it and you're going, whoa, I'm not getting this, but I'm not beating it in under 1 minute and 40 seconds, that is why right there you need to make sure you beat that and you'll get this mission completely finished, okay? Let's get into the next one. This is beat level 5, okay? Beat level 5 or higher and the mission basically good to go. This one was spend Sababa points, okay? That's pretty standard stuff. We covered that already. And this was spending the points. Okay, pretty standard stuff right there. Other than that, though, this is all the extra stuff. Okay, so most of these missions also, one thing to note right here is that you cannot take or do these missions or complete them in certain events, okay? So most of them are going to say this. It's going to say story event or special events or Dokkan events or anything like that. All of those are fair game in terms of collecting these rewards and doing these missions and everything. The ones that do not, though, are the EZA and the World Tournaments. You got Tenkenchi Budokai, Arimasen, and the EZA events. Can't do either of those, okay? So you can't do any of those, because remember, you have those 2 ones that are like not using any continues and not using any support items. The EZA event would be perfect for that, right? Well, you can't do that with these, okay? So all these missions you can't complete with the EZA in terms of ones that are asking you to use support items this many times, don't use continues, all that fun stuff. You cannot go into the EZA hoping, oh, I'll kill like 4 birds with 1 stone or something like that. Can't happen here, okay? So that's that mission right there. This is support items again. This is simply completing 1 set of all those missions right there. This is, again, no support items again, no continues. Complete all those sets of missions right there. 2500 act, I still haven't completed myself. I definitely have to do that still. Complete all these missions, and then finally, these are all of these missions in terms of completing all of the campaign missions right there. I covered these these essay ones right here. These are simply getting the free-to-play cards in the story event for the Super 17 story event, getting all those 4 free-to-play cards up to SA 10. I still have to do 17 and 18 GT, but that's just, that's just personally for me. So again, I covered those in the other video, but if you happen to miss it and you didn't stick around to the end, that's what those 2 are. So other than that, though, there we go. All of the missions translated, all of Part 2 translated, the Ato Han, the Part 2 missions have officially been translated for everybody. You should be able to go ahead and get all of them. A few of those EZA ones, though, keep an eye on those time restrictions sometimes. If you're not beating it and you're just simply seeing the 10 or higher, but you're like, wait, hang on, let's check out, let's click on the details here. It's going to tell you, hey, beat it in this time, whatever the case may be, okay? So just keep that in mind when going through these events, okay? So other than that, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. We should be getting V-Jump translations next week, so keep an eye out for that Japanese lesson right there. So anyway, guys, again, thanks for stopping by. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.